Poor result, not the performance that we have kind of become accustomed to either.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty happy with most of the performance, if I'm honest. I don't think it was a bad performance. I think we created enough chances to get something from the game. Just a moment in the game, we don't defend it very well for a throw-in in our final third. So, boys standing in the box, not doing anything. People think they're in space, they're marking space. Space doesn't score goals. So, really poor moment from us collectively as a group in terms of how we organise from the throw-in. We all know there were jobs, but we're not doing our jobs. We then allow a ball in our box. I think Jerome's saying he maybe had a hand in the ball, but where he did or not, I don't know. And then we don't defend the front area. I think Jerome's maybe calling for it. And Oakley nicks in. So it's a really amateur kind of mistake from our point of view, but that was it. I don't think we started the game not too bad. We could have the ball in the net. Obviously he calls it back and he blows for it once the ball's already in the net, which I found a wee bit strange.
There was two strange decisions in the first half. Obviously the one you're talking about with Tete Yengi, the second one we're breaking 2-on-1, 3-4 yards inside.
Well, a 2v1, I think Pitts plays it to Stevie. Stevie's then going to drive into the box, give it back to Pitts, and you're kind of 1v1 with the keeper, and he pulls it for offside. Now the Lionel's no flagged for that, so, and then he gives us a free kick and says sorry, I made a mistake. Yeah. And I take it at face value, he's apologised for it, but it's a huge decision. That's a huge decision that you get wrong, and I don't understand why you did get it wrong, because surely your first job is to look at the linesman. Yeah. So
all kind of connected and mic'd up and everything else.
Well, I think the linesman this side said the comms were down, and the referee told me he thought he had heard offside. So I don't know, but surely you're looking at the linesman there, you're looking over at the linesman, he's not flagged, it's clearly onside, you know it's onside. So that's a big moment in the game. Tetty's one in the net is a big moment in the game. There was one in the second half, Stevie May's clean through, he's onside, and then we get pulled back for offside. We watched that back, he's onside, which I don't think never helped us. I don't want to sit here and start blaming officials. The referee said he made a mistake. Fair enough, we all make mistakes. It's just a big one at that moment in that time. It probably carries more relevance when you don't win the game. We don't defend that wide throw-in. We don't defend that. It's poor. It's poor from our point of view. But I think we started the game okay. You look at the two moments, they were big moments in the first maybe 25-20 minutes. None of them go in your favour. And then we let them into it a wee bit. They score. It's much of a muchness. Second half, I thought it was all Livingston. They kind of sat in, they had something to hold on to. We had a good save from Michael Nottingham. Notts has a good contact in the box. Keeper pulls off a decent save. There's a decent save for Tete Yengi for outside the box, and then I think he pulls off actually a decent save for his own defender. Right
at the end when it's going to loop in at the back.
Right at the end, but I think we created enough chances in the game to get something from it. And I said this to the press, it's disappointing. It's the first home league game we've lost all season. We've lost 2 in 18. We're averaging 2 points a game, which is, I'd have took that at the start of the season. It's kind of where we were looking at. You've probably no factor in Falkirk's consistency. So I feel as a group we've been very consistent, and we can only focus on ourselves. Disappointing today. I felt we probably nicked 2 points down at Ayr United. I thought if you came away for that and it was a draw, you'd have probably went, if you came away for the day and probably went a draw, you'd have probably said it. So it's probably balanced itself out over the 2 games. Just disappointing in the manner of the goal we lose, because it's not like us, and disappointing not to take something for the game. But I'll be honest, I felt for large parts of the game the performance was there. It's a wee bit forced at times because we're chasing the game, making bad decisions like playing longer balls against a back five, which is not what we worked on. I think when we got the ball down and we did play and we did attack the wide areas, we created good chances in the wide areas. But
you look frustrated during the game that we just didn't do that enough, though, almost, of kind of recycling the ball and getting out the other side.
I think, fans are wanting the ball to go forward, and sometimes they're on the players, and the players are making rash decisions, but it's not how we want to play. It's not how we set up. I've not let Big Tetty 6'6", but I wouldn't exactly call him a target man. And it's not kind of how we want to play. It's not what we worked on. I felt we were a real threat when we got the ball down and we moved them and we found the pockets, we found the half spaces, and we got our 1v1s in the wide areas, or we got our combinations in the wide areas in terms of full back, 8 winger. I thought we looked a real threat at times and put some good balls in the box. I think Clarkie's, again, there's another chance. I think Clarkie's got a good chance. Comes in, Tatey slips Clarkie, we just don't find that final ball. So I think we've done enough in the game to take something from it, bar that one moment from us defensively that then makes the game a wee bit harder.
All eyes on Wraith Rovers then next Saturday. I think we discussed it pre-match in terms of the Christmas schedule and things, but put this to bed as quickly as possible and move on.
Yeah, I think we picked up, I know, we picked up 19 points the first 9 games and pretty happy with that return, but also disappointed when you started looking at individual games within that.
Yeah.
Look at these 9 games, we've picked up 17 points, so a wee bit disappointed in terms of the points return, but overall it's 2 points per game over 18 games, lost 2 games. You'd have probably took that at the start of the year, so we just need to regroup and go again. We're not going to win every game of football. It's focusing on us as a group and how we want to play and what we're going to do, and I think that's just the next 18 games, that's how I'm going to approach it. It's how the staff will approach it. We'll work on us, how we can. I thought we had enough control in the game.
Yep.
I think we had enough chances in the game, but we lose the game, but it's football.
Yep.
That's football.
Obviously Wraith Rovers have had a change in management team as well, which was kind of released this afternoon, I believe. Manager. I know focus all season has been on us, but we can't just discount what they're going to do in the same sentence. So does that make it harder to prepare?
Probably a little bit, but we were up against John and Mickey, John Potter and Mickey Cameron, who would imagine are going in there and interim charge for our game. Maybe not. But so I can't see too much of that changing in terms of how they approached the previous game with us. We're looking at Rave's shape. Kind of knew, we'd heard through the grapevine yesterday that this was on the card, so I kind of knew. It's no ideal for Rafe if you want to flip it that way, but I think just go and focus on us. Just go and focus on Livingston and how we want to pick 3 points up. I'm sure Falkirk will drop points over the season. I'm sure we'll drop points over the season. And I think now you're looking at the league, you can't discount Ayr United, you can't discount Partick Thistle. There's a lot of teams up there all now hitting a consistent run of form. And Ayer's done that. They've took 6 points for us in Falkirk over the last 2 games. Partick are there or thereabouts, and we're there or thereabouts, and Falkirk are up there now. But I'm pretty sure that 4 will change at some point throughout the season. We just need to keep working on Livingston and what we're going to do.
No worries. Thanks for your time.